You know, when it comes to Pokemon games, there are a ton of games that I would like to see hit the Nintendo Switch, but the ones that sit on the top and that are my all-time favorite are Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness and Pokemon Colosseum. Come on, Nintendo, make it happen. Hey guys, it's Rob here, and welcome back to the Robo Show, where we take the gaming news format that channels like Spawnwood or Arlo do, add a dash of animation and some cool editing on top to bring you your gaming news, leaks, and rumors in a fresh new way. If you're new here and want to be kept up on everything gaming, make sure you subscribe to the channel and leave a like if you enjoy the video and dislike if not. In this video, we are going to talk about the latest Nintendo Switch news that includes Pokemon Scarlet and Violet getting leaked, a look into Bayoneta's development and why it took so long to come out, and other ideas that Platinum Games had for the game. We also have some other cool Nintendo topics as well, like a new Pokemon. So first up, let's talk about Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet is one of those games that I am surprisingly looking forward to playing. Usually when it comes to Pokemon games like Pokemon Arceus, or pre-Pokemon Arceus I should say, I didn't really have too much interest in the Pokemon franchise, usually anyways. It usually went like this: oh, there's a new Pokemon game coming out, I guess that is pretty cool, I guess I'll try it out. There really wasn't any excitement there, but when Pokemon Scarlet and Violet was revealed, I was pretty excited to see what Pokemon has for me in this new format of choosing your own adventure, and that very same excitement also extends to the new Pokemon in their designs. And that extends to this new Pokemon, Gimmighoul, who in my opinion has a pretty cool design. This is definitely a Pokemon that I'm probably gonna have in my party just based on the design alone. Now this Pokemon was first seen in Pokemon Go, and now the Pokemon Company has revealed it in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, and this is what it looks like. Or at least when it's not in its little treasure chest. We also have some official artwork of the Pokemon as well, and it just looks fantastic. I actually really want to draw this Pokemon as well, maybe put Link next to him. I think it would be funny to do a little animation where Link goes into a treasure chest instead of bringing out, say, a new weapon, it's Gimmighoul. Now that's not the only Pokemon news that's happened over the past 2 days. It seems that Pokemon Scarlet and Violet has also leaked out, just like Sonic. If you guys didn't check out the last episode, it seems that Sonic has leaked, so be careful on those people who are looking forward to Sonic Frontiers. Anyways, this is what Go Nintendo has to say about the Pokemon leak. Just a few days back, Sega suffered a major leak from Sonic Frontiers. The game has been sold early at multiple retailers, and then some unsavory characters leaked the ROM online. Unfortunately, it seems that Nintendo and Pokemon Company are going through the same thing with Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. We're not quite sure of the details of how just yet, but we can confirm that Pokemon Scarlet and Violet have indeed leaked. If you're on social media and you care about keeping these games unspoiled, you might want to mute some accounts/terms and steer clear of extra usual internet haunts. Or I mean steer clear of your usual internet haunts. You don't want to happen upon any story spoilers when you're this close to the game's launch. It seems this leak stems from someone getting their hands on the game early, although we don't know if a ROM has made its way online yet. Sadly, even if the ROM hasn't surfaced online yet, this leak means it's a matter of time. So this isn't really too surprising to me because the Pokemon games have always leaked ahead of release. In fact, recently there have been some leaks of new Pokemon that were supposed to be revealed by Nintendo from Riddler Coup, a pretty spot-on Nintendo leaker, and if those do come true, it would just add more to the long list of Pokemon leaks that include these. Now, even though the ROM hasn't leaked, still be careful around the internet when it comes to Pokemon related things because you might get spoiled. So let's move on to some pretty interesting Bayonetta 3 news. So Bayonetta 3 is one of those games that has an interesting launch and an interesting story before launch as well. It's been on one hell of a roller coaster when you compare it to other releases of Nintendo Switch games. We have had the voice actor stuff that happened that affected the Switch sales and the performance problems at launch. It has had a lot of problems. But I think overall, at the end of the day, it released in a pretty good state and it was a fantastic game according to the people who played it. I haven't played it because I don't have the money to buy it, unfortunately. But overall, I think it was a good launch for the game. But turning back the time dial a bit, there was some trouble in development. If you guys remember, there was a rumor that Bayonetta 3 was going through some trouble with development, and that's why it took so long for the game to come out. And now we know some of those details, and this is what Nintendo Go has to say. There was quite a long period of time to where fans were convinced that Bayonetta 3 was in development hell, since we went so long after the game's reveal without hearing anything. This led many to fear the worst for the project. Even comments from Platinum Games' Hideki Kamiya assuring fans that all was well did little to squash the worry. In an interview with Famitsu, Bayonetta 3 producer spoke about why the game took so long to release. Just as Kamiya said, there were no troubles or issues during the development at all. Instead, it was a wealth of ideas the team had and slowed down development. We definitely didn't proceed completely according to planned schedule. That being said, we were stuck because we couldn't figure out what we wanted the gameplay to be like. But because we kept wanting to add this aspect and the gameplay mechanic, adding in all these extra things made us behind schedule. That's why I felt our schedule didn't crumble in a negative way, but rather we went behind schedule positively. Now, in my opinion, even though this isn't entirely a bad thing, I would say a lackluster of focus on what you want to do with this game is part of development hell, so I'd have to disagree with this guy. Even though he's the one that's working on the game, I would say anything that affects development in a negative way and makes things take longer is part of the development hell. It kind of feels like they're kind of tiptoeing around this on the fact that Bayonetta 3 did have some development trouble, because having a lot of ideas and not choosing one is part of that. I don't know, maybe you guys disagree with me on that, but personally I think that is something that could cause harm to a game and make a game take longer, having multiple ideas and not being able to choose one, and that extends the duration of the development of the game. That is part of development hell, right? I mean, isn't that one of the things that happened with Anthem, and that went through development hell as well? Now, there were a wealth of problems with that game as well, but you guys know what I mean. I don't know, that's just my thoughts on that. Now, as to what some of those ideas were, it seems that Bayonetta 3 was gonna be semi-open world, or at least that's what one of the ideas was. There's still a lot of vestiges of the semi-open world design in the final game. The hub world, Thule, is broken into smaller pieces that Bayonetta and Viola navigate to get to the next major world. The chests were redesigned a bit to be searched for in a larger area and provide a lot more variety to make use of the environment. Even the various weapon transformations were going to play into traversal a bit. Overall, guys, interesting look into the development of Bayonetta 3, and it seems like the game came out on top in the end, performance issues aside, and turned out to be a fun and well-made game. Well, according to you guys. Again, I haven't played it yet. It should be interesting to see if they take some of those open world design mechanics and other ideas and implement them in the next Bayonetta game, or even in an Astral Chain 2, or whatever the next Platinum Games game could be. Maybe they can even make another Avatar game. I think there's a lot of potential in an Avatar game. Maybe step away from Korra, go for Aang and his gang instead, but I think that would be pretty cool to have another Avatar game made by Platinum Games. I think they can do some really fantastic and cool things with the bending. And our last topic brings us to the huge release for the new Nintendo Switch console, and it is the Nintendo Switch OLED. The Pokemon Scarlet and Violet version of the Nintendo Switch OLED is available, and if you guys want to pick that up, you can. Now, in my opinion, I think this edition is really fantastic. I love the design. I feel like Nintendo doesn't really try hard enough when it comes to special editions of the Nintendo Switch compared to the 3DS, and this is the first one that makes me think I have to have this. This looks really cool, especially the Nintendo Switch Joy-Cons. I love the colors they use in. Also the dock too. The dock looks really cool. The whole thing just looks really fantastic. But yeah, I think if they have a Legend of Zelda one, I think that I'll wait on that. I'm gonna wait until Breath of the Wild 2 comes out. Even if I did have the money to buy this, I would probably still wait, because I just have this really great feeling we're gonna get a Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom Nintendo Switch edition, and I'm waiting out on that. Overall, guys, some great news topics on the latest Nintendo Switch news. Make sure you guys tell me your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you think about Bayonetta's early development? What do you think about the new Pokemon Nintendo Switch OLED version? What do you think about the leaks? Have you come across any of those leaks? And make sure you don't spoil anything in the comment section, by the way. Tell me your thoughts in the comment section below, and I will see you guys in the next video. I am gonna go work on that big animation of the 1993 Mario video. I'll see you guys later. And if not, on your way out, make sure you subscribe for more videos and also have that notification bell on. And if you want to support the channel in any other way, there is my Patreon and Twitter account in the pinned comment if you're interested in those. Oh, and also have this donut if you're still sticking around for me rambling. Thanks for watching, guys, and remember, stay safe, stay charged, and have a good one.